We are now ready to talk about collections in Dart. And using a generic definition, we could say that a collection is a group of objects. In Dart, there are various types that we can use to represent collections, and these are known as lists, sets, and maps. In this video, we are going to start talking about lists. And a list is an ordered group of objects. So over here, I have a new path, and if you still have the code from the previous video, you can create a new path just like this. And the first thing that we're going to do is to quickly remove this code. And then we can create our first list. So here we can type in var prime numbers equals, and then open square bracket, and inside square brackets we can type in 2, 3, 5, 7. And then we can have a semicolon in the end. So this is a list that contains the first 4 prime numbers, and Dart can infer that this is a list of integers. So if we want, we can print this list and print prime numbers. And if we run this code, this is what we get. So we get a list of 2, 3, 5, and 7. Okay, so let's see what things we can do with a list. Now, if we want, here we can add some more values to this list. And to do that, we can type prime numbers dot add all. And add all is a method of the list class that takes an iterable as an input. And just so you know, iterable is an abstract class that defines a collection of values that can be accessed sequentially. And the list class implements iterable. So here we are going to pass in a new list literal, which we can define to contain 11, 13, 17, and 19. Like this, with a semicolon in the end. And what this method does is to append the contents of this list literal to our prime numbers variable. So we can run the code again, and we can see that on the console we have the first 8 prime numbers. Next, I want to show you how we can add a single value to our list. So to do that, we could call add all and pass in a list that has only one value, but there is a simpler way. So here we can type prime numbers dot add, and then we pass just one value, which is going to be 23, which is the next prime number after 19. And again, we can run the code and see that we now have all the prime numbers all the way to 23. Okay, so we have seen how to create a list and how to add elements to it. And one thing that I'd like to say is that list is a very versatile class, which contains a lot of useful methods. So just to give you a glimpse of this, I'm going to type in prime numbers and then dot. And we can see that the editor suggests a number of methods that we could call. And this is quite a long list of possible methods. So we're not going to cover all of these methods right now. So if you're curious to see how they work, you can try them out by yourself. And in any case, I will explain any additional methods that we will use as we make progress with this course. So let's continue on the next video.